All right, let's talk about it. Cucumbers and apples, fruits and vegetables. Just like these things are said to be good for our bodies, electric cars are said to be good for the world. But I'm not going to tell you whether or not they are. I'm going to present you with some facts and let you decide that for yourself. So hopefully it can be inferred that today I'm going to be talking about electric vehicles. But why is that important? Well, it's important because electric vehicles could be the future of automatic transportation. So we got to address some key points about it, such as carbon footprint and how these electric vehicles could possibly decrease or even increase, or the manufacturing time and how these same vehicles could take less or even more time to develop, or even reliance, and how aggravating it would be to be driving down the road in the middle of a rural area and just have your car die on the side of the road. That's just it. Same thing could happen with the motorized vehicle. Moving on to my first point, carbon footprint. According to Hannah Ritchie and Max Rosser, in 2020, 34.8 trillion pounds of carbon monoxide was released into the air from transportation alone. If we switch over to... The reason I brought this to your attention is because 34.8 trillion is a lot. It's hard to fathom 1 billion pounds. Just think about it. 34.8 trillion. That's insane. The reason... See, just imagine 34.8 trillion pounds could be wiped out completely if we switch completely over to electric vehicles. Or could it? See, according to another search that I did, if we switch over to something that we know scaringly little about, we might have the opposite outcome. We might get scared of electric vehicles, and we might switch over to motorized vehicles in the fact that, oh, we're scared of it becoming outdated and not being the thing anymore. But let me tell you something. Motorized vehicles will never stop being used. And as far as the price for these cars go and manufacturing costs and how expensive electric vehicles are in the first place, there's not much we can do. As far as the fear of electric vehicles can do, we just need to gain more experience and hope that people will be understanding and we'll start to gain trust through them thinking, oh yeah, they know what they're doing because they've been doing it for so long. Or but as far as the price goes, it's simple. We just simply make more. No, supply and the laws of supply and demand, right? Just in case you don't. If demand goes down, supply goes up. If demand goes up, supply must go down. But that's just the thing. If we start out with the supply as little, then the demand will be so much higher because of it being something that's so rare, which gets more people to buy the vehicles. Manufacturing time, 18 months. 18 months is how long it takes for a single motorized vehicle to be built. And that's not even including the testing time and is this safe to drive and all the what ifs. With an electric vehicle, it only takes 1 month. 1 month to build, design, to test, to answer all the what ifs and market an electric vehicle. That's insane. Could you think about all the different varieties of electric vehicles we could have within 1 year as compared to a year and a half with one motorized vehicle? That's 18 individual electric vehicles compared to one motorized vehicle. That's insane. Now, moving on to my third point, reliance. And so now what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're driving down the road, listening to your favorite radio station of all time. And then, your car dies on the side of the road. Sadly, this is a common day reality for those of us who drive electric vehicles. Thankfully, it's less common in motorized vehicles, but it still happens. So, therefore, it's inevitable. Whether you're driving a motorized vehicle that takes gas to go from place to place, or an electric vehicle that takes juice in its battery to go from place to place. We have a limit, but how big that limit is up to the standards of that car. So whether you like an electric vehicle or whether you like motorized vehicles and how loud you can rev them in a high school parking lot, it all boils down to personal preference. Whether you like the style and sleek design of an electric Tesla or the old and rugged leather and metal chic of a motorized truck, it all boils down to personal preference. So today, I don't ask you to vote on my speech based on, are motorized or electric vehicles better? I ask you to vote on my speech in your opinion of, did he do a good job presenting me with these facts of electric vehicles? I thank you for your time.